Hello everyone and welcome to the latest episode of Phoenix Reborn. So I've just been moving a few things around the base, making things look a bit tidier. So let's pop out here. First of all, I moved the Botania mana collection up to the main base now. So that's in a good enough position for me. And what we're going to do is over here we want to do the next level of mana steel, which is called Terra Steel. So we're going to set something up there, and over here we'll probably do the Botania brewing. So that's two places there I'm going to do. But today what I really want to do is set up some extra power. So we're going to have a look at big reactors. Let me pop downstairs, show you a couple other changes before we get onto that. There's only one more change I made around here, and that's added in the travel anchors, because running around this base was a bit tedious. So I've just added in a few bits and pieces here. Well, where's that gone now? There it is. So I've just got storage, trophy, the XP, and they're a bit fiddly, but we're getting it. And of course we added in, where is it, the Blood Magic area as well. So that's all done. And talking about this is up to, let's have a look. So we now got 1,000,000 blood essence, so that worked perfectly from the other episode. So let's pop up to storage and let's make a start on getting some big reactors set up. Okay, let's make a start on building our big reactor. So let's have a look in the NEI at what items are in this mod. So we've got all different sorts of things. Now we've got reactor casing for the main reactor, and we've got a couple of items there, and the other ones are for turbines, but we're only going to look at the main reactor for now, and if we need in the future we might go with the turbines. So I've gone ahead and made up some of these items and learnt them in the transmutation tablet, and what we've got here is some reactor casing. So let's have a look at some of the ingredients in here. So with the reactor casings we need some yellorium, some graphite bars and iron. Now the yellorium, I haven't found any in the world generation, but if we look here now we can actually make it via this recipe here. So stick, bowl and some glowstone, and it's got an EMC value, so that's been programmed into my transmutation tablet. So all I gotta do is just find enough EMC and I can top that up. So I got enough there for fuel. And next up we've got the you need a controller, and that's where our platinum or shiny ingot's going to come in handy, which we found from the deep dark. That's another recipe there. And then we need some reactor rods, similar recipe, and of course the access ports, and we've got coolant ports, and of course you need glass to fill in some of the gaps. So let's pop downstairs and let's have a look where we're going to put this. So I've set a room up already. Now if we pop down here, so we've got a nice big area I've dug out ready for the reactor, and I've got my enhanced energy conduits, so I might make the better ones later on. And I've got this area up here ready to accept some vibrant capacitor banks, and at the moment I'm up to 2 billion, so probably going to need a lot more than that. So what I probably do is fill this entire bit here with batteries, and then I got to work on the layout then. So let's start this off, shall we? So let's get some reactor cases in position. Now, what size should we go for? So first of all, we got to find the middle spot here. So let me just grab some of this a second. I'll just grab these ones here. So I want some of these so I can measure out where I need it. So there's a stairwell is going to be by here. So let's move out here a bit. Okay, so I'd put it right up there, I think. Yeah, looks about right. So let's just do that as a guide. Right, so that's going to be the size of it, and that's going to come out by 3. So let's grab that bit there. Now let's find the middle bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 3, 4, 5. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on a minute. Yep, that one there. Right. So if we pull that one out. Okay, so that's going to be in the middle, and if we try and line that up now, that's about right. Okay, so we could either go with a 5x5 or a 10. So let's see how much room we got here. So we got 8 that way, and we should have 8 that way as well. There we go. So all I got to do now is try and fit in the control rod. So I'll finish this bit off camera in a second. So how are we going to put the control rods? I think we'll do it. Let's see if this works out now. So if I do that, well, I've gone ahead and finished off the design, and it's all correct because you can tell with the lines going up and down here. So all that's required now is to get the fuel in there. Now let's pop on the side here. So yep, that's working fine, and let's have a look here now. So how much can we put in here? So we can get 10 million RF, 15 fuel rods, and maximum capacity 24,000. So yeah, so what it requires is a bit of fuel. What's this? How heavily radiated the core is. Higher levels of radiation reduce fuel burnout. So what's going to happen when we add the fuel is a good question. So let's grab 15 pieces of this. So let's do half of that. Okay, now we'll gradually add this and see what happens. So how do I add this stuff in now? Now I don't know whether I'm going to put it in here or... Let's have a look. Access port. Alright, so what I got to do is... Let's have a look now. Inlet mode sets the access to inlet, and eject fuel, eject waste. So I think we've got to put it in there. So let's see what happens when we add that in. Yeah, that seemed to have worked. Let's have a look here now. So let's have a look. No, I think we've got to turn it on. No. Yeah, let's activate it and see what happens. So we're 0.4 full, and we got 1000 MB in there, and that's giving us... No, it's not doing anything so far, so let's throw in the other 14, I think. So let's throw them all in there. Should at least start getting some power now, or we gotta wait for that to warm up. Okay, I was wondering why I wasn't getting any power from this, and the reason was I had added a coolant port right by here, but as soon as I removed it, we started getting loads of power. So we're getting like, let's have a look here. So we're getting no waste. Wow, so we're getting hardly any waste there. Fuel burn up rate 0.0, and we're producing, let's see here, 3 flux per tick. Why is that going down is a good question. Right, so that's probably doing that because it's full. And let's have a look. Casing heat 20, 20. So that seems to be okay. Now if we turn it back on, that's great. So that's working fine. So all I gotta do now is connect this to my battery up here. So I'll probably build a bigger battery later on, but for now we'll just add this in. So let me get in. Let's put some batteries right by here, I think. Sorry, some cable in. And we'll bring this right down to the spot where we want it, which is not there. Let's see now, get that in the right spot. So if we connect that to there, say. There we go. Bring this over. There we go. Now that should be getting power. Now let's make sure this is importing. So we're going to insert like that. Okay, let's check in. I don't know if that's getting power, so we probably need to adjust the one down here, I think. Oh, no, wrong one. I'll fix that up later. I'll do some cleaning up. Activate without signal, and I think that's receiving power. Let's have a look. I can't really tell. Oh yeah, that's definitely receiving power. You can see that racing into that. Yeah, that's really efficient. Let's have a look now to see how much we're wasting and so on. So yeah, the battery's getting drained, which is excellent, and we got 0.25, and that's quite high, so that's pretty good. So we're not using any fuel. So I think we got a okay system running there. So we have got ourselves a new power source, and all I gotta do now is tidy up this room a little bit, make it look a bit more presentable. And you may be wondering why I need so much power. Well, if we pop up to the storage area up here, let's go to the achievement book. We might as well tick off build a big reactor now. So we want to build a frame quarry, and it's going to require some power. So it's going to be using builders mining wells. Well, I'll probably do a lot of this next step. So mining wells, I think, use a lot of power, and we've got to work out a way of getting the power to them. So I think what we need to make next is some tesseracts, because we need them to power all over the place. So let's have a look at making a tesseract. So we're going to need an empty frame, which is made out of enderiums, diamonds. Now I don't think I taught the recipe in here. No, I haven't. Right, so we're going to have, first of all, we're going to have to make some enderiums, and they are made. So first of all, we need some promethium and some enderium base. So enderium base is tin, silver, and platinum. So let's get some tin. Silver is this one, I think, and some platinum, which I put over here. Let's grab some ender pearls while I'm at it as well, and let's put them into the alloy smelter. So we need one of them, and one of them. Yeah, there you go, that's working great. So let's grab them back, and we can't learn the recipe, can we? Ooh. Okay, maybe we can learn the vibrant. Yeah, the EnderIO. Yeah, we can learn that. So next up we need pymithium. So we need sulfur, coal. Right, that's an easy one. So let me just put these away a second. So we need sulfur, which is that one there. So sulfur, some of that, and we also need sulfur, redstone and coal powder. There we go, 2 of them, perfect. So what we're going to do now is make the final ingredient is to throw them in there. There's 2 ways of making it. So we could either make it, I haven't made an induction smelter, so we need an ender pearl, one of them and one of them. Easy. Okay, let's go to the smelter. So one of them, and some of that. That's working fine. Well, we'll wait for that a second. And there we go, some EnderIO ingots. So let's grab them out. Now all we're going to do now is teach the recipe in here. Perfect. Let's grab that back, and we'll probably store them away in my system somewhere. So, right, what's next up? Next up we need another 2 of them. So we grab 2 more. 1, 2. Then we'll need a block of platinum, is it? Okay, that's easy enough. So let's go and grab 9 of those. Well, that's 10 actually. And let's make that up. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. 1 block of platinum, and we might as well teach this in the system. Perfect. And last of all, 4 diamonds. So that's easy enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's make the final item. There you go. 1 tesseract. And we might as well teach that in there, and we don't have to worry about making that ever again. So there you go. Right. So the last stage now is getting this filled up. It's ready to roll. So we need 1,000 of that. So 1,000 is 4. So we need 4 of them in a magma crucible. So let's see if we can get this working now. Let me see here. Well, that's set up like that. And we've got lava in there at the moment, have we? So I'm going to have to empty that out somehow. Now, have I got a tank? Oh, yeah, we got a tank in here, haven't we? Let's grab a tank. So let's grab a couple of them just to empty that out. Let's grab that back. Now let's make sure there's nothing in the magma crucible and we set this up correctly. Let's get rid of that. Okay. And we need to empty this lava out. Okay, that's the last of the lava. Perfect. So now we need 4 of these. I think it was 4. It might be 5 actually, but let's throw them in there. Now, is that going to work for me? Yeah, it's going to work fine. So let's throw that in there. And once that gets to 1,000, I think that should start filling up, which it is right now. So let's just wait for that. I think we got enough. 10,000. Yeah. Ah, that was perfect. So there we go. 1 tesseract. Now let's teach that. Okay. Now is that the final stage, or are we going to do it again? Ah, right. So we've got 1 more stage. So we need some brass and some silver. And I hope I've taught this in here now. Yeah, so some brass. Some silver, right. So let's grab the last stage of this, Tesseract full. There we go, all done. Perfect. So let me learn that recipe. And how much EMC is that? 243. That's quite a lot actually. Oh, I don't need that reactor glass anymore. And we can throw these pieces back in there. And we'll keep that lava aside because we're probably going to need it. So, Tesseracts now. So what we want to do is go back to all the areas where we've got power coming in and get some Tesseracts set up, and they'll all be powered by the reactor downstairs. So let's go over to the deep dark and let's check on things over there. I think it was over here, wasn't it? Because I want to replace the powers over there. And we want to check also if everything's running correctly. Okay, so we've probably got some mobs down here because I realized that they spawn even with torches in the deep dark. It's something we got to be really careful of. There we go, that got rid of him. Now let's hope there's no more mobs in here. No, we're safe. Any more? No, we're okay. Right, so now we should be able to add a Tesseract in here. We'll also need to get one back at base as well, so you may notice a few alterations here. I've just got a contra connector with a filter getting rid of all the cobble and gravel into a trash bin, and everything else coming over here because we don't really need the cobble and that. Right, so let's reconnect this. Now if I disconnect this, let's grab all that. Okay, and of course we'll, where should we put it? I think we'll place it right at this spot here. Let's put it there. Yeah, that looks like a good enough area. Okay, let's set this up. So we'll do channel 1 and we'll call it power. Save the frequency. There you go. So we've got power. Let's set that one up. So we want that for, I'll turn that off. Blocked. Receive only. Yeah, we'll set that for send and receive, I think. Yeah, that's right. Send and receive, energy. So all we want to do now is get back home and get the power up and running. So I'll meet you back at base and we'll wire that up. Well, I went back home and I connected the Tesseract to the battery, and I guess how much power is going through to this Ender quarry now. It's getting really powered up now, so let me just show you what's going on here. So that is powering through those blocks now. There's so much power and all that's getting turned into dirt, and if we pop in here, you can see it's absolutely flying through those blocks. So that was a good addition there, I think, and all I could do now is double check back home because I got a feeling my system might get a bit overrun. Everything seems to be smooth here. So let's head home and see what's going on over there. But I want to check to see if the auto smelter is working, and I haven't showed you yet, so it's a good opportunity. So let's take a peek. So what all I did really down here was swap that out and put the Resurrect in there. And if we pop down here, I just wired them into there, and let's check the power output in this for a second. Yeah, that's working perfectly. So let me check on the auto smelter system upstairs. So I rewired a bit around here because I didn't want all those ores clogging up my system, so I went around the back here and I set this little system up here. So this is where the pulverizing goes on, and I've added some existing item filters which allows you to take a snapshot of everything in a chest, and I took a snapshot in these chests here of things that I need to process. Oh, I didn't do that one, did I? I'll have to sort that one out sometime. And over here we've got all the items which are being smelted. So I've also done the similar thing here. I've got a filter there sucking out all the items which can't be smelted, and these will get put back through over here thanks to these guys here. Although I really need a better system than this, because I got a feeling I might need to add a few more ores there, but everything's running here great. So let me just check this chest here. Okay, what's going on there? There was a bit of a problem there. I don't know why we've got pulverized copper. Oh yeah, I'm getting confused there, so let me just throw them in there. I want to look at this chest up here actually. So there's all the ores that are being received from my ender quarry, and as you can see, that is filling up quite quickly actually, because this was empty earlier. So we've got lead, platinum. Yeah, it's filling up quite quickly, but maybe we'll add another chest or something. But for now, that's working as intended. Well, that's about all the time we've got for today's episode. So today we got our big reactor set up, and we've improved our ender quarry a bit more. And all we've got to do now is finish off this room in here, and it just needs a bit of tidying up and whatnot. And of course we'll have to add in the extra battery by here and just finish off the room. And next episode I think we'll probably have a look at funky locomotion and get that portable quarry up and running. So I hope you enjoy watching today, and I will catch you all next episode.